Leopard seals can be excellent for humans, even providing you with penguins for free. But if they feel threatened, the nice gesture will change immediately, and you can only run for your life. Or else you may not live to tell the story. In the summer of 1991, the azure waters of an Australian bay witnessed a tragic turn of events for Greg Prescott and Ellen, a married couple whose love for each other was rivaled only by their passion for oceanography. Having recently returned from a 2-year tour duty on a remote Pacific island, the couple embraced the break granted to them, eager to delve into the exploration of their shared hobbies. Their journey into the depths began as a joyous escapade, surrounded by the familiar faces of their colleagues. The Australian water's vibrant corals and marine life were the backdrop to their underwater adventure. However, fate took a cruel turn when the couple encountered a leopard seal, a formidable predator in the underwater realm. Unknown to them, the sleek and powerful creature lurked nearby. The couple, engrossed in the beauty of the vibrant corals, failed to notice the silent approach of the seal. Ellen's attention was captivated by a particularly vivid coral formation as they swam amidst the mesmerizing aquatic landscape. Entranced by its allure, she moved closer, momentarily separated from Greg. The leopard seal swiftly closed in on its unsuspecting prey at this vulnerable moment, sensing an opportunity. Still immersed in the wonders of the underwater world, Greg suddenly realized Ellen was no longer by his side. Panic set in as he frantically searched for her silhouette in the shifting currents. Desperation in his voice, he called out through the microphone fixed on his dive mask, but the only response was a haunting silence punctuated by muffled sounds that hinted at an unseen struggle. Unknown to Greg, Ellen had fallen victim to the leopard seal's surprise attack. The predator clamped its powerful jaws around her head in a flash, destroying the scuba mask and mouthpiece. The force of the assault propelled them into a chaotic dance beneath the waves as Ellen fought to break free from the lethal embrace. Once a place of fascination and exploration, the sea transformed into a battleground where life hung in the balance. Greg, now aware of the dire situation, kicked into action. His training as an oceanographer and his adrenaline-fueled survival instinct propelled him into a desperate pursuit of the unfolding tragedy. With each passing second, the water grew darker as the seal dragged Ellen into the depths. In the shadowy depths of the Australian Bay, Greg's desperate search for his missing wife took a terrifying turn. Abandoning his initial exploration, Greg was concerned for Ellen, unaware of the imminent danger that lurked beneath the surface. From the unseen depths, the leopard seal, fueled by primal instincts, launched another surprise attack, this time on Greg. Striking with relentless force, it seized his leg, dragging him ruthlessly through the water. Panic surged as Greg grappled with the mighty predator, attempting futilely to free himself from the seal's unyielding grip. The struggle unfolded in a watery battleground, with Greg's attempts to escape only intensifying the seal's aggression. The underwater skirmish inflicted grievous wounds on Greg as the seal ruthlessly mutilated several parts of his body. The tranquil environment transformed into a scene of brutality, with the couple's fate hanging in the balance. Eventually satisfied that the Prescotts posed no further threat, the seal disengaged and sailed away, leaving Ellen and Greg agonizing. Struggling with injuries and the weight of their scuba tanks, they descended into the unforgiving depths, their silent descent starkly contrasting with the oblivious world above. Meanwhile, the rest of the dive group, engrossed in their explorations, remained oblivious to the tragedy that had unfolded beneath the surface. As hours passed, the boat that had transported them to the dive site departed, leaving the Prescotts stranded in the silent abyss. The heavy scuba tanks strapped to their backs became burdens, dragging them further into the ocean's embrace. Days slipped away in eerie silence before the absence of the Prescotts was noticed. 2 days later, a bag containing their belongings was discovered on board the dive boat, triggering a wave of alarm among the dive group. A massive air and sea search unfolded over the subsequent 3 days as authorities and fellow divers desperately combed the waters for any trace of the missing couple. The haunting realization that Ellen and Greg were lost in the vast expanse of the ocean gripped the search party. The once vibrant underwater world became a somber backdrop to a rescue mission, fueled by hope and desperation. The relentless search for the Prescotts continued as the days passed, leaving the dive community with a chilling reminder of the unpredictable dangers beneath the ocean's seemingly serene surface. In the wake of the Prescotts' mysterious disappearance, a cloud of uncertainty shrouded the circumstances surrounding their fate, giving rise to various theories. Speculations echoed through the media, with some suggesting that the couple may have orchestrated their disappearance. However, the financial aspect cast doubt on this theory, as their untouched bank accounts and unclaimed insurance policies contradicted the idea of a planned vanishing act. As intrigue surrounded the case, a breakthrough occurred when the couple's bag was meticulously searched. Greg Prescott's personal diary emerged as a testament to their ordeal among the belongings. Within its pages, Greg had written about his quest for a swift and peaceful death, a revelation that sent shockwaves through those following the investigation. Ellen's corresponding entry expressed her decision to stand by her husband in this harrowing choice. Although only a glimpse into their private thoughts, the leaked diary pages fueled speculation about the possibility of a tragic joint suicide. The media frenzy peaked during those initial months as headlines dissected the enigma surrounding the Prescotts. The public grappled with the haunting narrative hinted at in the diary, and the couple's families were left in anguish, struggling to reconcile the perceived choice their loved ones had made. However, the saga took an unexpected turn 3 months later when items linked to the Prescotts surfaced, washing ashore several miles from the last known location of the ill-fated diving expedition. Among the debris, a broken piece of diving gear stood as a grim relic, altering the narrative of their disappearance. The discovery lent credence to the notion that a tragic accident, rather than a planned act, had occurred to the couple. With renewed determination, the Prescott family, assisted by authorities, launched an extensive underwater search. The underwater scouring uncovered the lifeless bodies of Greg and Ellen, suspended in the cold depths. Despite the typical preservation effects of water, their bodies showed signs of decay, manifesting as blisters and a greenish-black hue. The grim recognition was swift as their scuba tanks remained securely strapped to their backs, serving as a macabre testament to the tragedy that had unfolded beneath the waves. The recovered bodies were swiftly transported to the hospital, where forensic examinations revealed the unmistakable marks of a sea creature's attack. The revelation sent shockwaves through the community and added a new layer of complexity to the narrative. Questions arose about the nature of the assailant and the circumstances that led to the fatal encounter. The once speculative notion of a planned disappearance gave way to the harsh reality that the Prescotts had fallen victim to the unforgiving depths and the predatory forces that lurk beneath the surface. As the investigation unfolded, the grieving families grappled with the dual heartbreak of losing their loved ones and the unsettling truth of a fatal encounter with a sea creature. In the aftermath of the tragic incident that claimed the lives of Greg and Ellen Prescott, the elusive identity of the sea creature responsible for the fatal attack remained a haunting mystery. Despite exhaustive investigations, the exact animal that had brought about the couple's demise eluded conclusive identification, leaving a lingering sense of uncertainty and dread in its wake. The legal repercussions of the tragedy unfolded with the arrest of the dive boat skipper, who initially faced charges of unlawful killing. However, the legal proceedings failed to secure a guilty verdict, leaving the skipper exonerated from criminal responsibility. Nevertheless, the cloud of negligence loomed over the dive company, prompting authorities to take action. The company faced financial consequences as they were fined for their negligence after the fatal incident. The penalty underscored the importance of maintaining stringent safety measures within the diving industry and served as a stern reminder of the responsibilities entrusted to those guiding underwater excursions. Sydney's government, spurred by the tragedy, responded by implementing enhanced regulations to safeguard the lives of future divers. Among these measures was the introduction of stiffer laws that mandated captains and dive masters to independently confirm passenger head counts before embarking on underwater expeditions. The regulatory changes reflected a commitment to preventing future tragedies and fostering a culture of accountability within the diving industry. As Sydney's government responded with measures designed to enhance safety and oversight, the memory of Greg and Ellen Prescott became an enduring catalyst for positive change, influencing the practices that governed underwater exploration in the region. The sun hung low in the South African sky as three seasoned fishermen, Joshua Peterson, Jerome Johnson, and Cameron Joubert, embarked on a spearfishing expedition. United not only by their love for the ocean but also by their shared profession as jiu-jitsu instructors, the trio set out for a day of adventure, hoping to reap the rewards of a successful spearfishing trip. Their previous attempts at group fishing had been marred several times, but this Sunday presented an opportunity for redemption. The trio navigated the waters off the South African coast, seeking the vibrant reefs that promised a fruitful catch. When the fishermen reached a promising reef approximately 400 meters offshore, they anchored their boat and prepared to dive into the azure depths. Cameron Joubert, the youngest among them, took the lead, descending to the seabed with a spear in hand, poised for the catch. As Cameron glided through the rocky underwater terrain, unaware of the hidden danger that lurked beneath, a sudden and shocking encounter changed the course of their expedition. Without warning, a leopard seal, a formidable predator of the Southern Ocean, struck, sinking its teeth into Cameron's left leg. The attack was swift and unexpected. With a quick reaction, Cameron managed to evade the seal's attempts to secure its grip on his leg. Realizing the imminent threat, he swiftly ascended towards the water's surface, desperately seeking refuge on the boat. The seal, however, was relentless in its pursuit. The aggressive predator bumped into the boat as Cameron approached it, causing a chaotic cascade that toppled the remaining fishermen into the water. The tranquil sea became a battleground as the seal continued its assault, launching attacks on the exposed spear fishermen. With each relentless bite, the fishermen fought desperately to fend off the predator, their bodies now vulnerable in the water. The once serene environment became a scene of struggle and survival as the trio grappled with the unexpected and ferocious assault from the leopard seal. Despite their martial arts prowess as jiu-jitsu instructors, the fishermen were disadvantaged against the powerful and agile predator. The battle raged on, with the seal exhibiting an uncanny determination to assert dominance over its perceived adversaries. As the fishermen grappled with the dual challenge of fending off the seal and returning to shore, the sea became a turbulent survival arena. The initial joy of a spearfishing expedition had transformed into a fight for their lives, against a relentless adversary that showed no signs of relenting. Amid the chaos, the battered and bruised fishermen clung to the hope of reaching the safety of the shore. The powerful jaws of the leopard seal snapped with an unforgiving force, breaking off their flippers and rendering the fishermen defenseless. Their spear guns, once essential tools for their underwater expedition, were wrenched away, leaving them at the mercy of the relentless predator. The underwater skirmish exacted a toll on the fishermen, inflicting serious bites, puncture wounds, and soft tissue injuries that marred their limbs. The once pristine skin of the trio now bore the scars of a battle fought against the wild forces of the Southern Ocean. The fishermen desperately struggled against the relentless seal for over 30 grueling minutes. Every attempt to regain control of the situation was met with fierce resistance. The physical toll of the battle was compounded by the psychological weight of their predicament, leaving Joshua, Jerome, and Cameron exhausted and bewildered as they fought against an adversary that seemed to defy the very nature of their spearfishing excursion. Three exhausted and battered figures finally reaching the shore stirred alarm among onlookers. The commotion did not go unnoticed, and concerned individuals raised the alarm for the National Sea Rescue Institute, NSRI. The urgency of the situation prompted a swift response from the rescue team as they raced to the scene to assess the unfolding crisis. Upon arrival, the NSRI found Joshua, Jerome, and Cameron out of the water. The immediate danger was averted, but the toll of the encounter was evident in their injuries. The medical response paramedics quickly attended to the trio, addressing the bites, puncture wounds, and other injuries inflicted by the seal. The paramedics' expertise and swift intervention provided a crucial lifeline to the battered fishermen, offering relief from the physical trauma of their underwater battle. As the medical response unfolded, the NSRI also turned its attention to recovering the remnants of the fishermen's equipment floating out at sea. The sea, now calm after the turbulent struggle, held remnants of the encounter. The trio's injuries were promptly assessed when they got to the hospital, offering a stark testament to their intense underwater battle against the formidable predator. Surviving the ordeal, the fishermen attributed their resilience to their extensive experience with the sea and their remarkable fitness levels. These factors, coupled with state-of-the-art equipment, proved instrumental in their survival. Among the crucial pieces of gear was a 5mm wetsuit, a barrier that played a pivotal role in minimizing the extent of Cameron's injuries, potentially preventing fatal outcomes. Despite the protective gear, their survival hinged on the relentless fight they had waged for over 30 minutes against the predatory seal. As medical professionals tended to their injuries, the trio reflected on the pivotal role their accumulated expertise and physical fitness played in navigating the treacherous waters. The grueling nature of their underwater battle underscored the unpredictable and untamed aspects of the ocean, where even seasoned fishermen could find themselves in the throes of an unexpected struggle for survival. The mystery surrounding the cause of the aggressive encounter lingered, casting a shadow over the fishermen's narrative. Intrigued and concerned by the rare and dangerous clash, marine scientists delved into the details to unravel the motivations behind the seal's relentless assault. Leopard seals, known for their aggressive tendencies, raised concerns among marine experts who emphasized the need for public caution when interacting with sea animals. Recognizing marine life's potential risks, the authorities issued appeals for heightened awareness and caution. The public was urged to exercise vigilance and restraint in their interactions with sea creatures, emphasizing the need to respect the wild nature of marine environments. The unsettling encounter with the leopard seal served as a poignant reminder that dangers lurked beneath the allure of the ocean's beauty, demanding a nuanced understanding and respectful coexistence. In response to the alarming incident, the city authorities intensified their monitoring of sea activity. The incident prompted ocean enthusiasts to reevaluate their approach to water-based activities, with authorities issuing stern warnings and reminders about the risks of exploring the unpredictable marine environment. 5 intrepid Norwegian Geographical Society scientists embarked on a dangerous expedition to Ruby Island in the Arctic Ocean's remote and frigid expanse. The island awaited scrutiny in its icy vastness as the scientists sought to unravel its mysteries, studying the enigmatic flora and fauna that thrived in this harsh, untouched environment. The researchers, equipped with scientific instruments and a sturdy rubber boat, ventured into the Arctic's icy waters. Little did they know that their encounter with Mother Nature would take a startling turn, teaching them a lesson about the untamed forces that inhabit these frozen realms. As the rubber boat sailed through the crystalline waters, the scientists marveled at the stark beauty surrounding them, a pristine wilderness untouched by human interference. With its icy grandeur, the Arctic Ocean held secrets waiting to be unveiled, and the researchers were eager to unravel the mysteries hidden beneath the surface. Their journey led them to the vicinity of Ruby Island, a place shrouded in icy silence and mystery. Intent on studying the island's flora and fauna, the scientists were engrossed in their work when an unexpected spectacle unfolded. Emerging from the frigid waters, a leopard seal, one of the Arctic's most elusive and formidable predators, glided towards the boat, catching the researchers off guard. The scientists, captivated by the rare sight of the leopard seal, sought to document this encounter with the elusive creature. Excitement and curiosity filled the air as the researchers readied to observe and capture images of the predator in its natural habitat. Little did they know that their fascination with Mother Nature's creation would take a swift and terrifying turn. As the leopard seal approached the boat, the atmosphere changed. What began as a rare sighting transformed into a visceral and chilling reality. Without warning, the seal, known for its predatory prowess, unleashed a sudden and ferocious attack on the rubber boat. The scientists, startled and gripped by fear, quickly realized the gravity of the situation. The leopard seal was not merely a curious observer, but a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by instinct and the primal drive for survival, the researchers hastily accelerated the boat, desperately trying to distance themselves from the relentless predator. Once serene and awe-inspiring, the Arctic waters became the stage for a high-stakes chase, as the sleek leopard seal, agile and determined, pursued its newfound adversaries with relentless pursuit. The scientists, their scientific pursuits abruptly transformed into a survival mission, grappled with the unnerving reality that a creature of the Arctic depths was hunting them. Now charged with tension, the frigid air mirrored the chase's intensity. The once tranquil Arctic landscape became a tableau of fear and resilience as the rubber boat sliced through the water, pursued by the predatory seal. Before they could reach the shore, their excitement morphed into fear and trepidation as the seal caught up and launched a sudden and ferocious attack on their vessel. With the seal's bite on the rubber boat, the fragile barrier between the scientists and the predator began to deflate rapidly, plunging the occupants into the icy waters of the Arctic. In those heart-stopping moments, the scientists, now immersed in the chilling ocean, confronted the stark reality of facing a predator known for its viciousness. Fear rippled through the group as they swam hard, desperately striving to reach the safety of the shore. Once a canvas of scientific curiosity, the Arctic became a battleground where human vulnerability clashed with the instinctual force of a territorial predator. Miraculously, as the scientists battled against the biting cold and the relentless pull of the Arctic currents, the seal became entangled in the remnants of the deflated rubber boat. The chaos after the attack provided a fleeting opportunity for the scientists to escape the immediate danger. The seal, still perceiving the boat as a threat due to its engine's continuous hum, was momentarily occupied with the battle against the inanimate vessel. Heaving sighs of relief, the scientists swam fervently toward the distant shore, putting as much distance as possible between themselves and the beleaguered seal. The predatory instincts of the Arctic guardian, temporarily diverted by the remnants of the rubber boat, allowed the scientists to evade the immediate threat and find refuge on the icy land. The clear-headed and well-coordinated actions of the scientists proved crucial in avoiding more severe consequences. Despite the shock and fear that gripped them, they refrained from attempting to salvage any belongings from the rapidly deflating boat. Their decision to prioritize personal safety over possessions played a pivotal role in their escape from the clutches of the seal. Having narrowly escaped the scary encounter, the scientists faced the harsh reality of lost equipment and the inability to continue their research. Stranded on Ruby Island without their essential gear, the team leader, thankfully, retained his satellite phone. In a well-orchestrated effort, he utilized the phone to connect with the base in Norway, initiating a call for rescue that would extricate them from the isolated and precarious situation. The base in Norway mobilized resources and dispatched a rescue team equipped to navigate the challenges of the Arctic terrain. While physically shaken by the encounter with the leopard seal, the scientists found solace in the knowledge that rescue was underway. As the rescue team approached Ruby Island, the cold and tired scientists heaved sighs of relief, mingling with the crisp Arctic air. The once promising research expedition had taken an unexpected turn, but the resilience of the team, coupled with the swift response from their base, offered a glimmer of hope in the face of adversity. The helicopter, a lifeline connecting the isolated island to the broader world, touched down on Ruby Island, bringing with it not only rescue but also an end to the scientists' harrowing ordeal. The Arctic, which had tested their mettle, now receded as the helicopter lifted them away from the icy landscape. The scientists, while physically unscathed, carried with them the indelible memory of a close encounter with the untamed forces of the Arctic. The rescue marked an abrupt end to their research endeavor. The stark reality that the planned scientific investigation could not proceed sank in, casting a shadow over their initial enthusiasm. The incident served as a poignant reminder of the inherent risks associated with expeditions in remote and wild environments, particularly the unpredictable threat of wildlife encounters. The organization overseeing the expedition gained valuable insights into the potential dangers faced by expedition members, acknowledging the need for heightened awareness and preventive measures. The leopard seal's attack highlighted the untamed nature of the Arctic, emphasizing that even well-prepared researchers could find themselves vulnerable to the inherent risks of venturing into the wild. This incident further solidified the understanding that the Arctic operates on its own terms, with its pristine and untouched landscapes.